Your late 20s are hard. Um, it's different. It's a different feeling than your early 20s or your mid 20s even. I I'm now married. I have friends who are married who are working on having kids or who are having kids. Like I there's this feeling that I'm getting that my life as I knew it before is now completely different. And that's not even a feeling, that's just like a fact. And I feel like with COVID and everything, we kind of lost that ability. I feel like we lost like 2.5 years of just being able to like experience the idea of like a young adulthood, like young proper adults, like 21 to 25 area. Um, and and so I feel like I didn't get enough time to like do that stuff with my friends or do the young stuff that I wanted to do. But I think about it and I'm like, what else do I need? What else did I want? You know, I kind of wasted my time. I was so introverted that I, even if I had the opportunity to go out and go do stuff, majority of the time I stayed at home and I stayed on my fucking computer and I played video games where it's like I don't that stuff doesn't like that at the time it's like I needed to be out doing shit. Like now it sounds great. I could just stay in my spot, I get to relax and enjoy the things that I like to enjoy. But like at the time I should have been out doing this and that and this and that. So and so I'm feeling kind of this like young adult like death. My 20s are dying and I'm moving on to my 30s. And that's fucking scary as someone who I'm fine with the idea of aging. I have like it doesn't stress me out, but like I just wasn't I wasn't expecting to feel like this, you know? And maybe I'm having like a quarter life crisis or something like that, which could be very, very likely. Um, but I feel confined and being moved along against my will. Uh, and maybe I'm holding on to something that I should be letting go of, or at least accepting the fact that that's changing. But something just feels weird, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job at coping with it, but it still is a thing that's happening, and it's still a feeling that I'm feeling. Um, so like one of the things that I've been trying to do to kind of help this feeling, this like kind of foreboding idea of like my 30s, um, especially as someone who isn't really in their I'm on the path for what I want to do, but I'm not where I want to be. And realistically, like I had an idea of where I wanted to be at 30, and like I guess I do still have 2 years to get there, but like I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not quite at where I want to be when I'm 30. And at the pace that I'm going right now, I'm not going to hit that. Um, but there are some things that I've been trying that I think are helping, like at least shush those feelings. Um, I've started to get really into my hobbies, which is like such like an old man dad thing. It's like oh I'm yeah, model cars, golf, stuff like that. But like I've been getting into my hobbies. Like I've kind of rediscovered a love for playing video games again, and I think I what helps with that is I cut out multiplayer competitive stuff. I can't fucking compete with these, you know, 17 to 25-year-old people who have so much time on their hands and they've been able to play these games for, you know, when they come out and everything. Like I don't do that. I also have seriously like terrible ADHD, so like I can't really sit in and grind out a game to get better at it. If I'm not like good at the game at like 10 hours, the likeliness of me not continuing the game is very high. So with single player story based games that are long, um, that's been pretty good because I'm able to go at my own pace. I'm able to do my own thing. I've been playing a game called Avowed, which is an Obsidian game. They made like the original Fallout's, and they made um, Outer Worlds and stuff like that. And I really enjoy it. It's not like the best game in the world, but like it's gotten me to constantly play, and I've been enjoying every like minute that I've played. My PC is a little underpowered, so I'm running at like maybe 30 frames per second, which is nowadays in 2025 is really shitty, but I'm still enjoying it. And that's been something that's been helpful. There's also like watching movies again. I'm a movie guy. I should be watching movies. And I've started watching movies. I'm in AMC A list, so I go see a movie every week, which does feel pretty good to like get out of the house and like go see a movie. I'm a house husband at this point, so I really should be in charge of like doing the dishes, but I get stuck. I get stuck in these fucking ruts of like what's going on in my head, and I like don't know how to get myself out of it. And so I don't know, maybe I thought like talking would maybe get me moving a little bit. Um yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to edit this at all. I think I'm just going to talk for 10 minutes and throw it into the ether and see what happens. But yeah, I don't know, guys. It's been hard to be me the last couple weeks. Um, and I don't know why. I made a short film. I wrote, planned, shot, and now I'm in the editing stage of like kind of like my first legitimate short film with other people and not just me. And like all I did was direct. Like I had someone on for sound, I had someone for camera. Like I did like that's all I had to do. And but for some reason I just feel incomplete. I don't know how to fucking explain it. It's really weird. Something's missing, and I don't know what it is. Um, and I think it has to do with me. I don't think it's anyone else. I think it's something in my brain is not being hit enough to satisfy my everyday thing. And maybe I just need to like stick to a routine, and then like every once in a while change that routine up so that I'm finding some sort of like new. But it's also probably this fucking thing. I hate phones. I hate my phone. I hate social media. I hate streaming. Like the idea of speeding my life up and making something infinite is so, it feels so shitty. Like I don't want to stream a TV show. I want to have it be like, oh, it's 8 o'clock. It's time to go to this thing. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I could do that myself, but like, there's so many things in the world that are trying to get me to stop doing that and to just submit to the, like consuming. Like yesterday, I just would find myself like I stood in the fucking middle of my house yesterday, just scrolling on my phone. I was standing in the living room, like. So there needs to be steps that I need to take. I need to do something to get my brain into a mode of where like I can start feeling good and I can start progressing and doing the things that I want to do. I still have to edit this short film. There's festivals that I need to put in that I'm looking to submit to that have deadlines, and the more that I push those deadlines, the more expensive it is to submit to those festivals, or I might not even be able to make it to the festivals. So I I have to change something. And I feel like my late 20s right now for me is about changing myself to be the idea or the model of who I want Chase to be in his 30s. And that is someone who's responsible, who is I want to be more compassionate. I care about my people so much. I care about every like thing that's impactful for me. I want to be more open about that. Um, and I was much better this year than I was last year. That was one of the things last year that I told myself that I was going to do, is I was going to be more compassionate. I was going to take myself more seriously and be more emotional with myself, with the things that I do. So like I've been crying at movies more. I don't know if that's just because this year's like movies are coming out with some like fucking tear jerkers, but I found myself this specific like last 6 months. I've just been like crying at movies, like movies that are I think reasonable to cry at, sad scenes and stuff. But other times I try to like choke it back, but no, not anymore, dude. I'm sitting in a theater and a sad scene comes on, dude. I'm fucking my shit is crying. But yeah, I want to be more compassionate. I want to be gentler to myself, but I also want to hold myself accountable for these things. If I sit on my phone all day and I don't get anything done, that's not a good thing. That shouldn't be met with just like, oh, I guess I'll do it tomorrow. Like, that's not a good thing. But at the same time, I'm in this transitional period in my life of where things are changing, and I'm starting to notice that those things are changing. So I can't be so hard on myself about small things. You know, small things I can let go. Like, sitting on social media all day is a terrible thing, and it's bad. There's no there's no but to that. There's no but. It's terrible. I need to stop doing that. So I'm trying to like I'm gonna try to make an effort of I'm not gonna try. I'm going to make an effort to be less online. I have a terrible habit of getting off my phone and being like, okay, I'm gonna go and get off my phone, I'm gonna sit on my computer and like get some productivity shit done. And then I end up just sitting and watching YouTube. And then eventually I find myself back on my phone scrolling while YouTube's playing. Like I sound like a fucking crackhead, you know? And I feel like that's what it's made this little shit, this fucking thing is made to make me feel like a psychopath. It's just not fair. It's not fair, and I'm trying to cut it. I feel like an addict, and it's because I am. I'm fucking addicted to Instagram reels, and it's terrible. I just need to free myself from it. And so I go through these hiatuses of where I'm like, I'm going to spend 1 month away from Instagram. I should just say, fuck it, I'm just getting off of Instagram. Or I'm going to take Instagram off my phone, and then at night, when I'm wanting to look at Instagram, I can just go to on like an iPad or something like that at my like near my bed, and then I can scroll for a little bit before bed, and then actually keep the timer that I have set on my phone anyway that I run out of at fucking 10:30 in the morning, because I wake up at 8 and I scroll for 2 hours, and then it goes, hey, you've reached your limit, and I go, oh, fuck that, and I just keep scrolling anyway. Next thing I know, 5-6 hours on just fucking Instagram. It's terrible. So I don't know what this is. I think I'm gonna just call this like death of my 20s. Like this is just a downward spiral of like who I feel like I'm. It feels like the death of who I was, and I'm becoming who I am. If that makes sense. That's so like stupidly like. It sounds so pseudo-philosophical, and I apologize, but that's what it feels like. It feels like the young version of me is dying, and the feeling that I'm having right now is either mourning or the pain of that death. I'm like suffering through the idea of like growing up and having to actually be an adult. And yeah, it's tough. It's fucking tough out there, man. But I'm happy with the direction that I'm going. It's just upsetting that I feel like I didn't get to have enough time with who I was. And now I have to become I have to work on the person that I'm becoming. And I feel like I didn't get enough time to be with the person I was. So, yeah, I have nothing else to add. I'm just fucking rambling. This is like my ADHD is just kind of steering this conversation. I'm just kind of getting it all out. And yeah, so if you agree with me, if you feel the same way I feel, like in like the comments or whatever, I don't even know where this is gonna fucking go. But let me know, and I would love to start like a conversation and talk to other people that are in the same boat as me, because the death of your 20s is scary, but there's like a shining light of my 30s, and like being a 30 is not old. It's still young. I still have so much life left, and that's the exciting part. But like I said, it's just sad that I feel like I didn't get to have enough time with my younger self.